Welcome back. Word has just come down that Fox News Media and Tucker Carlson have agreed to part ways. Well, thank you for his service to the network and host of the prior contributor. Wave. You know,
like, he used him as his puppet, and it exposed what many of us have been saying about Tucker Carlson. He's a Kremlin puppet who doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
It's just such a disgrace, I think, to our country that an American would give him any kind of platform to propaganda.
Wait. If you average out the View hosts, among the dumbest people on television. And it's like they say the thing that people are thinking, but they say it very directly, so they expose whatever truth. But
I think Sonny's dumb. But Whoopi is certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so.
Joe Rogan just dropped a truth bomb, and Whoopi Goldberg might want to log off. After Tucker Carlson filed a wild $100 million lawsuit, Rogan chimed in with a ruthless takedown that hit hard. What did he say? Why is Whoopi feeling the heat? And how did this explode into a full-blown media mess? Buckle up. This meltdown's just getting started.
hey, goodbye.
They're disgusting. She's Anna Navarro in your wildest imagination. You could never solo host a show. You will only ever make it as part of an ensemble, and you could never hope to achieve the success that Tucker Carlson has. So you can sit in your little cheap seats all day long and enjoy your little negative henpecking, but your careers are going nowhere, and Tucker is about to dominate in whatever space.
There they were, The View, where loud opinions come with even louder coffee mugs. Leading the charge? Whoopi Goldberg, once a Sister Act star, now acting like the nation's moral compass. Forget that she once defended Roman Polanski. These days, she plays the role of political expert-in-chief.
See what Whoopi Goldberg said?
what'd she say?
Whoopi Goldberg said that Biden could arrest all the Republicans and put them in jail. You just need to see how unhinged this kind of thinking is. Well, you know what Joe Biden could do? Joe Biden, you have to see it, because it's so
on TV.
crazy.
She said
on television.
You know, just let's look at a scenario where the Supreme Court says, yes, he has all those rights. He is immune from everything.
Yeah.
You know what Joe Biden could do since he is presently president?
What?
Whoa. He could throw every Republican.
What was supposed to be a discussion about Tucker Carlson quickly spiraled. Whoopi skipped past debate and labeled him a threat to the Republic. In classic View style, disagreeing with their opinions wasn't just controversial, it was treated like a national crisis.
If I may, I'm amazed at the level of self-projection going on here. I mean, Alicia, you work for ABC, Tucker works for himself. Objectively, you are a puppet and he's not. And Sonny, you're basically saying that Tucker shouldn't be allowed to have a voice. That's the opposite of the democracy that you preach every time we're here. And finally, none of you had any examples on what Tucker had said that was a lie or propaganda. But I'm too nice, so I will give you another chance. Give me some specific examples to back your claims. Let's go.
Joy Behar called Tucker public enemy number one, and Sunny Hostin chimed in like she'd just Googled the First Amendment. What started as a panel quickly turned into a loud contest of who could be the most outraged, more noise than news.
The fans, the real fans of The View that are like, oh, these ladies are on point. Most of those people can't leave the house. Like, they're probably immobile.
Right. Because their mom's taking their kids to school, and that's, yeah.
It's a very strange show, but it's fun to watch. It's just fun to watch them.
It's good entertainment.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
Well, they're just, it's interesting because I think Sunny is very intelligent, but she's ideologically captured.
Right.
It's sort of, I think the other ones, there's a couple of the other ones, don't have to name any names, are just very dull.
While The View turned into a TV circus, the internet exploded, especially Tucker Carlson's fans. Some were outraged, others called in the lawyers. Legal experts warned, Whoopi's loud claims about Tucker may not just be dramatic, they might be defamation. And that's when Tucker's legal team reportedly got to work.
Fairness, though, I mean, The View has to be, if you average out The View hosts, among the dumbest people on television. And so it's like they say the thing that people are thinking, but they say it very directly, so they expose whatever truth. But
I don't think some of them are dumb.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think Sunny Hostin.
You think it's deliberate?
I think she's ideologically driven, and they have blinders on for sure. I don't think Sunny's dumb. But Whoopi is certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a well thought out. It's like if you had an idea for a premise and it was totally baked, half baked, and you went on stage with it and just couldn't.
A $100 million defamation lawsuit was suddenly in motion, and then Joe Rogan jumped in. He mocked The View like it was a failed comedy act, roasting Whoopi for sounding like someone angrily quoting BuzzFeed facts. Rogan called their legal outrage cringe and clueless, and the internet loved it. Memes flew, credibility crashed, and The View ended up looking like the punchline in one of Rogan's sharpest takedowns yet.
And is that representative of a big constituency? I think probably yes.
Well, a lot of
MSNBC viewers are probably also thinking,
I don't even think the MSNBC viewers. I think they're a little bit more sophisticated than that.
Yeah.
This is like low information, blue no matter who, like older housewives who are mad at the world. That's the appeal that Whoopi Goldberg has. Does Whoopi have children?
No idea.
It's interesting too, like really politically motivated older women who don't have children.
Yeah,
they're very specific. Like you can kind of guess the way that.
The View has landed in hot legal water after Tucker Carlson filed a $100 million defamation lawsuit. He claims the hosts didn't just share opinions; they publicly labeled him a criminal and a national threat on live TV. His team says it wasn't commentary; it was character assassination. Now The View could face serious consequences for crossing the line.
Ladies try to deplatform me all the time. I think they should be deplatformed. I think the best way to counter bad opinions is with good.
Tucker Carlson says The View's attacks didn't just hurt his feelings. They damaged his career, brought personal threats, and trashed his reputation. Calling for someone's arrest on live TV? That might actually have legal consequences. Thus media is divided. Some say Carlson's overreacting, others say he has a point. Meanwhile, The View sticks to denial and arguing over the smallest things. Joe Rogan jumped in with savage jokes, mocking the lawsuit and Whoopi's shaky legal knowledge. He called The View less journalism, more like verbal bumper cars. Everyone crashes, then sues the tow truck, and he joked their viewers are mostly people too sleepy to change the channel, or maybe houseplants.
Oh, that people love to hate.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
They get so much hate watching and hate watching viral clips of them saying ridiculous things. I mean, it is a rabies-infested hen house.
Joe Rogan didn't hold back in his podcast roast of Whoopi Goldberg and The View. He sarcastically called Whoopi the Oracle of Justice and mocked the show for fake outrage and lack of facts. Rogan said The View feels like a daily contest of over-the-top drama, not real journalism. Surprisingly, Rogan defended Tucker Carlson, not because he agrees with him, but because shouting, "Arrest him" on TV sets a dangerous precedent. For Rogan, this fight is about protecting free speech from being smothered by loud daytime TV theatrics.
By the way, she left The View.
Well, she's free to be on your show now.
We wish her well.
Imagine you as her on your show interviewing her.
I would love to interview her as her, but I think there's such a small chance.
So you're saying there's a chance
that's going to happen? Yes, there is a chance, but it's not big.
What if I helped her? What if I was there? What if I was there like as a moderator?
Any you want to organize it, I'll show up.
I would do it.
I absolutely
But
will
you and her
up.
together on this show.
Well, I don't think I should do it the whole time, but I think it'd be fun to interview her for 5 minutes and then say, "Hey, Megan, I get it. I also hate Joy Behar. So I don't love you, but I also hate that squawking bird. So I hate the..."
Joe Rogan ended the saga with a hilarious impression of Whoopi Goldberg, joking, "Next week on The View, arrest Joe Rogan for having muscles and opinions." The studio loved it, the internet exploded, and Whoopi went viral for all the wrong reasons. Whoopi's on-air response was weak and confusing, like a poorly written script, and viewers weren't buying it. Ratings dipped and social media blew up. Conservatives cheered Rogan and Carlson, while liberals were split between support and cringe. This media meltdown became a courtroom showdown, with lawsuits flying and reputations at stake. Joe Rogan didn't pick sides. He just shredded nonsense with logic and sarcasm, turning the fight into sanity versus insanity. In the end, The View wasn't just exposed, it got publicly roasted in front of millions.